How's it going, everyone? This is Jose Trujillo once again here. Just trying to talk to you guys about some interesting stuff, things that have helped me, and hopefully maybe I'll shine some light on that, and maybe you guys get to recognize it in your own careers, your own self, maybe your own life, maybe not your career, maybe your life. This is the power of having a dead set ultimate goal. Okay, now this is not some I don't know, guru stuff or get your goals, set your goals and this and that. No, it's the power of knowing what you want out of it, and not necessarily specifically. I'm not talking about some law of attraction, like I want this specifically, I want that specifically. You want that. I think that you wanna be able to have a specific as much as you can, right? Ideas of or goals or where you want to go. But I'm talking about a dead set goal of how or where you see yourself in your ultimate self, because a lot of us do a lot of talking and a lot of thinking about this kind of stuff. I remember when I was starting out as an artist, I would get together with friends and we would talk about what we wanted in the gallery shows and this and that, and and I want to get a coffee table published and this and like all these things that we talked about. I don't know if you guys if you experienced that. Maybe some of you are younger, some of you are older, and of course we experience different things, but similar more or less. So what I'm saying is how important is it, the thing I believe that is the most important, the thing that will turn the switch, and I don't know if it's going to do it right away. It might take a little bit of time, or maybe take a longer time. I don't know. It shouldn't take that long, but for some of us it takes a long time to turn on the switch of where do you see yourself, and I'm talking about like your ultimate self. Where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself being the next, I don't know, Picasso, or the next, I don't know, Kincaid? Maybe that's your gig. I don't know. I don't hate on any of the artists, okay? Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't hate on any. Everybody carves their own way. So everyone's cool in my book, whatever they're doing, because it takes a nut and a half to do what you got to do. So I applaud them for doing it, whether I like their style or not. So maybe you want to be, I don't know, Bob Ross, whatever you want to, where do you see yourself? And you want to always, every day, I think, this is what I do. So shoot at it, look at it. This is one thing that I learned from a mentor. He talks about looking at where you want to go. You don't necessarily need to know every single way, everything. I know this sounds kind of law of attractionist, but it's pragmatic at the same time too. It's like you look at where you want to go, but you don't worry so much about the details. You just keep your eye on where it is. So for example, let's say you want to be the next, I don't know, the next Monet, right? Well, if you want to be the next Monet, then you have to get, you have to behave is where I'm going. This is where I'm going, guys. The reason why I talk about this is because you want to develop the behavior, not so much see, as you're looking at that, you start realizing that these people have different behavior. This is why. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to emulate the behavior of these people by reading their letters, by reading their beyond what the most people know about them. What was their behavior like? And I'm not talking about their personal, maybe lifestyle behavior. I'm talking about their career behavior. What was their behavior like? How much did they produce? How much did they show? How often? How many hours did they work a day? This kind of deal. You hear people talking about them, and did they have staff? Did they not have staff? How did they carry themselves? Right? About the production and about the beyond the ideas of their artwork. Right? Because everybody has different ideas and everybody has different experiences in their artwork. Where I'm going at is that you want to be able to see where you're going. That way you start looking, sort of mimicking the behavior, right? the behavior of this role models. And I'm not saying so that you become them. What I mean, if that's your cup of tea, that's awesome, whatever. Because I believe that we all have different potential. So for all you know, you might be looking at Picasso, right? But you may be greater than Picasso. You may be greater than John Singer Sargent or Rembrandt or anyone, and you don't know that. You know, you may be greater in not just in creating artwork, but in sharing your artwork with the world. You may be better at that than they did. Who knows? We don't know that. You know, why can't there be another Da Vinci? Why can't there be another, you know, Michelangelo? Why? So, why not? You know, who knows? So you want to be looking at that type of behavior to be, you know, if that's your thing. If your thing is you want to just, you know, maybe you're looking at the wrong role models. Maybe you're looking at your local, I don't know, artsy fartsy friend who only produces, you know, when they feel like it, and show in the gallery here and there. Or maybe, you know, are barely making ends meet. Maybe you're looking at the wrong model. You know, maybe you are looking at the right model. Who knows? Maybe you just want to learn how to paint, and you want to do this thing as a pastime, and it's cool. That's not a role model. That would be the right model then. But you have to pay attention to where you're going, so that way you can start mimicking that behavior. That's what I'm talking about. It's the behavior you want to mimic. It's not the artwork. It's not the artist. I used to think it was the artwork and the way they thought and this. No, it's the behavior. What is the behavior like? What time do they wake up? What time do they go to bed? How much do they work? How often do they show their work? The behavior is what matters. And the more the artist is closer to our time, the more we will understand their behavior, because we have data, right? We have data to understand their behavior. We can see how often how many galleries do they have, you know, how many galleries are showing their work, how often are they on Twitter, how often are they on Facebook. We can see the behavior. It's more palpable. Anyways, I'll leave you guys with that. I hope I didn't confuse anyone out there with this kind of stuff. This is a little bit more advanced. It's for the next level. So I'm looking after that, guys, as well. I'm not claiming here that I'm there or anything. I'm looking after that, and I'm realizing certain things that almost nobody talks about. Nobody talks about this. You know, most people talk about the artwork and the colors and this and that, and it's really nice. But if you're taking your stuff to the next level, you need to start learning some different things that go beyond color theory, composition, and this and that. Now we need to start putting the big boy pants on and realizing that these people didn't get there because they were necessarily just the best painters. They were doing something else as well. So I'll leave you with that. The name is Jose Trujillo. Take care. Till next time, guys.